This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Instructions are not needed if commands are succinct. That is better. Our relationship will be best served if your statements are free of ambiguity.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
How do you do? Morning. Evening. Morning. Anyway, what's going on? My brain is fried after spending all day on me and ChatGPT trying to sort out driver issues, maybe. Stepper motor wiring issues, maybe. Faulty parts, maybe. Anyway, I managed to drag it kicking and screaming into a workable state, and I learnt a little bit on the way. So, I could go onto this view, but the sun is blazing through, so you can't see me. Well, I say blazing, it's not that blazing, and I'm still finishing my ice lolly. Don't tell the doctor. Anyway, got some nice progress. Very good progress. Right. I suppose I'll have to switch it over. Yeah. It's been hanging here all day and done some wiring, wired the mains. We've got rocker switches wired up. I didn't know if you put them the wrong way around, the neon is on all the time. So you've got to get that the right way. So, stepper motor cables. When you buy cables, I didn't know. Get this, there's no standard way of wiring them. Little did I know. I bought some new cables. The cables that come with don't work by default, which is very strange. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Anyway, I managed to get it in and working just about today. Changed the micro switch out because it has to be normally closed micro switches. So you have to be the circuit has to be closed, and then when it hits the switch, it breaks the circuit. Okay. You don't need stop buttons or anything like that to make it work. You need to disable the X and Y, the home limits, or basically tell it hasn't got any while you're trying to set it up. Otherwise, unless you've put the cables on already, which I haven't, the motor's free to move and there's no pulleys on yet. So I haven't seen it move yet. I've gone ahead and put this distribution board in here. Oh, tell you what, let's get on to shaky cam. If I can remember where it went to. There it is, shaky cam. Let's just put shaky cam on. Exceptionally shaky, this one. Right, so give you a close up of it. And let's plug that in. Right, I'm just going to enable this camera a minute, so you're going to have a blank screen for a second. You can still hear me, so that's alright. Let me just deactivate and activate. There we go. You've got to below the chin shot. Right, anyway. So we're on shaky cam. So let's have a look around the corner here. Got mini Gerbil V3 installed. Wires. Two stepper motors. The Y stepper motors come together in a connector block, temporary connector block, and go into one stepper motor output. All I've got wired is a limits, which you don't need wired unless they come down to here and they go off to one to there and one over to there. You can't see it, and the whole thing's about to rock off. I've wired jointed up the wire, so basically I haven't got the laser wired up yet. I'm not going to wire the laser, I'm just going to get it going. So there's no pulleys on here at the minute, no cable. So anyway, if I was to plug it in, so how can I do this? How can I? Oops, what did I do? Yeah, here's this bit of a cable thing going on. I used two of the metal clamps that were used for something else, and I gone ahead and wired it up. You can't see it from this angle. Put loads of loops in for the neutrals, loads of loops for the live, and then wired it up. Put the earth clamp on and all the rest of it, so it's all electrically safe. And at the minute we've got this big cable coming off to this rocker switch, which will go at the front on the front panel. That's why it's long at the minute. Okay, so there's that. Anyway, so the idea today, I could show you the software and it turning these, but I don't think you'll see it turning. So I've made sure it's running the right way and everything else. Now let's crack on with wiring it up. Let's get rid of this one a minute. Right, so what I've got to do now, I've got a few things to do. I've got to sort these buttons out, arrange these buttons in a certain place. Maybe move this across a bit to make us a bit more space. But I've got to work out the size because I've only got one piece of metal big enough, aluminium plate big enough. That's the plate. So I've got to work out the spacing on that. So I've got this bit here, stuff everywhere still. So what have we got here? Let's have a look, measure it. 200 by 190, so 200. So I could do 200, definitely do 200 wide. Okay, so let's have a look at the model. Right, the model, let's just see what width we've got on this model already. Yes, they're all plastered over because I left them where they were last time, stopped working on it for, well, I've been busy on this since probably 7 o'clock this morning. 7 o'clock this morning working on it. Right, let's get hold of this. Let's see what we got here. 164. So we can go to 200. So yeah, we can move that across. Give us a bit more space on the front, definitely. Right, let's just have a sip of this. I'm gonna have the pill. So basically, I didn't eat anything all day, and had 2 drinks all day. I was working on it. Right, so let's just make that the right width then. Here we go. So we've got 176.56. If I just go to 200mm and grab hold of this. Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Hang on. Oh, that was even a bigger mistake. Right, come out. Let's get rid of that. And do a 200mm. And bring this out to there. Take away that, and that's our size of our plate now going to be, which means we can move this bar over. Have I put that in? Yeah, I think. Oh no, yeah, something. Luckily, I haven't put the bars on that yet. I'm pretty sure, unless I did do it, I'll turn it around in a bit and have a look. So I've got to try to bring this over where it needs to go, just in like that, I suppose. That'll do. Ah, no, maybe I did put them on, but I didn't put them on here. Anyway, that gives us a little bit more space, which is what we want. Now, I want this a bit like LCARS. Library Computer Access Retrieval, as in Star Trek LCARS. So you want the design to flow through somehow. Yeah, can't do it that well anyway. So it seems you can have a milliwatt meter and you can have a. I'm not sure how you do a milliwatt meter. Digital. Anyway, you got that one and you got the control, so maybe we won't. I don't know. Anyway, right. Let's. So we aren't actually design. Yeah, are we going to design this? Anyway, all the cables would be attached to this point here, spiraled up together, and go all the way to the back and clipped into this rut here. You can't see it into here. Because this one we've got to keep clear for the cover plastics. So we can have a nice umbilical from there to over here. Yeah. And I haven't modelled the distribution block. I'm not going to do the wiring block. Right, I'll probably put the... Oh yeah, and I've moved this over as well. I've actually moved this over. So I'll just move that over now. Right, I moved it over almost to about. I moved it about there. So let's say 40mm. I moved it so I could get some space. Excuse me. Yeah, that's about. Yeah, that's about it where it is now. Yeah. Is it? So look. No, maybe a little bit more. Let's say 5mm more. Yeah, so that's what I've done with that. So you've got this space and the PCBs on here. It gives me some room around the back here to. I've got this extra piece, brackets, and one of those connector blocks on there. Pretty good for a wire. So I've got basically a lot of neutral and a lot of mains that switched on. So this socket goes to the rocker switch. The rocker switch then comes back to this distribution, neutral and live. And it's fused via that one there. And then I've got the middle. The neutral live then goes over to the connector on the power supply down there. and your earth strap comes straight from there straight to the terminal on the plug. Because this metal case is, and this is bolted to the chassis, I've measured it, so the earth is connected to all the steel work, and this plug has got steel all around it, so it touches this as well. So there was going to be another 6mm pin nut and bolt on there with earth ring crimps going over to earth, or from chassis to there, just to be doubly sure. Maybe. Anyway, so we got close now. So I've managed to wire these up so they go in the same direction, both ends. I've wired the limits up, I've wired the power up, and I've wired the control panel up. So now we've got to, well, what I was going to do today is put the belts and pulleys on. So let's put the belts and pulleys on, clamp them in, because then when I do the test maneuver on the software, we can see it moving around, which we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen that yet, so I think that'll be good. And once we got it moving around, then we'll arrange where all this has got to go. Okay, because none of this, all this is auxiliary stuff. All this here, it's auxiliary. You don't need any of it. As far as I can tell, you don't need any of it. I've got to look into that a bit more, but as far as I can see, you don't need any of that to get it to run. It's all done in the software now. The old buttons on the old K40 and display, there's no way to use them as far as I can see, so you don't use that. Anyway, so let's get over to shaky cam, not shaky cam, front screen scat cam. This is a mess here at the minute. Right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to put the belts on. I've got a bit of a problem because I've got a lot of stuff on the table and I just shift it round to put the belts on. So bear with me a minute.
I am checking. Kindly wait.
Alright, so I'm going to move this. Let's get rid of some more stuff out of the way. There's no way to put it. Right, get all this out of the way. Right, so all that's going to go. I don't know where it's going to go. I have no idea. Right, it's going to have to go on top, I think, like this. It's all going to have to go on top, so I can spin it around. So we've got our work cut out today. Yeah, so let's we've got our work cut out, so we've got to make sure these pipes don't get trapped when I manoeuvre the panel. I've tied them off for now to stop them leaking. So right, okay, let's get rid of some more stuff in it. Very short of desk space. I found a load of limit switches as well, so we'll put them on the doors if you want. Right, so I'll just put everything in here, put them in. It's a bit of a mess to say the least. Right, okay. Let's get rid of that rubbish. Offcuts, so you can see I've been busy. Okay. Right, let's shut that door. Shut that door. And this one. Right, now we've got a bit of room, we've got to be careful because we've got all this hanging off. All this gear. And you've got your mains cable here, so we'll have to get rid of that for a minute. It's not mains until I plug something into the back, so. Alright, all that's got to go there. So, what I'm going to do now is angle it this way if I can. It's going to be awkward. Let me just bring it this way a bit. Yeah, you can see it there. Right, so we get to put the. I can't move, I'm stuck in position. Right, I want the belt, the drive belt now. So here's the drive belt. We finally get round to the drive belt. Pulley wheel, so we need to fasten the pulley wheel on with an Allen key. I can't tighten it until it centres itself, so I'll leave the tightening up. So I'll put that on for now. I've got 3 of these to do. I hope I've got enough belt. Right, let's undo this. There we go. Setting up the belts now. Can you believe that, eh? Right. Now we've got to find a way of clamping this belt down as well. That's another story, clamping it down. So I'm going to just see if I've got enough belt. So I'm going to go slightly over it. That's one length, we need another one. 2, then we want the final one going acrossways. Luckily I ended up with more than I thought, because normally they'd circle the belt on itself. So I've got a bit more left because I'm not doing it that way. Yeah, I've got plenty here, plenty. So what I'll do now, I've got to find a way of clamping this. Now I was going to use a T-nut and a bolt. Maybe that is the way of doing it. Right, let's find some T-nuts. Want a bag of T-nuts. So we want 6 T-nuts altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 T-nuts. Then we're going to need something to use as a bolt. It's going to have to be M3 to fit the T-nut. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, luckily I just have 6 of these, so it's going to have to be them. Yep. So I get the 6 things ready. Okay, so I've got 6 of those little cap head screws, M3. Right. So what I don't want to do really is squash the belt. Don't really want to squash the belt, so this might not work. Let's have a look. So the T-nut. Let's just try a bit. Hang on. We've got a bit left over somewhere. There it is. Yeah. We'll try a bit on a piece of leftover stuff. So the belt goes in there, like that. Just in there with the teeth facing down. And your T-nut. Your T-nut goes in here. It's quite a tight fit anyway. Yeah, you can just about slide it in. Look. You can just slide it in. Yeah, it will slide up and down, so that's all right. And it's you can still pull the pull the belt, so that's good. So you can adjust the belt. And then now let's try a bit. See what happens when you. I'll just see what happens when you tighten it. Just gonna get an Allen key and see what happens when you tighten it. Right, so let's see what kind of condition it out if it destroyed. Don't know. That's not that tight, and it's not moving. That's probably tight enough. Now let's see what it looks like without going too tight. Yeah, no, just a slight indent. Very tiny. You can't see it. Nothing much. So that'll do fine. That method will do fine. Right. Okay, so let's put the belt on. Put the belt on. Now it's got to go under this wheel. Oops, it's all falling on top of me. Get in, you little bastard. Hang on, it's playing me up. Stop playing me up, but don't play me again. Right. Dear me. I should put a cable tie on it, but I'll tell you what. Good idea. Why did I think of that? Oh, I did. Let's put a cable tie on it and just tie it up, stop it falling around while we're working on it. Right, that's good. So you thread your belt in here. And I suppose we could fasten it down. So that's as far as it's going to go there. You've gone as far as you're going to get. Right. So this could literally go anywhere, but rather than put it right there, I'll put it right up here. And I've got to get it in enough to turn it. That is the secret. It doesn't want to go in, does it? I wonder what that is then. Alright, so I'm going to push down on it and try and turn it at the same time. Yeah, it's gone in now. As long as it turns round. Yeah, it's gone in. It's turned right round now. So I'm just going to make sure we're all the way over. Yeah. Right, so that literally could be anywhere. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it right by the side of this limit. It's out the way there, and I can still grab it to tension it if I want to. So I've just got to get it pushed over there now. Right, so I'm pushing it level with that. It seems to have come out of the groove. So let's put the get this tab spun round again. It's difficult to do from these angles. Nothing's easy. Right, it's now straight again. Right, it's straight it there out the way, so that's alright. The belt's got a bit of belt on it to use as a tensioner, so I'm going to now tighten this up. I'm not going to over tighten it now. I'm not going to go crazy. I'm just going to do enough because it won't actually move. It'll be alright. If you go crazy, you'll just go straight through it. That's it. That's enough. Right, so yeah, we're nice and solid. So I'm going to go under the wheel with the teeth down over the pinion. Now I've got a slot. I've got to work out how much to cut off. So I can do that by sort of doing that. I don't want to waste it. Yeah, so let's say, okay, I'm going to cut it now. Get your best cutters. I'm just going to cut it. Here we go. Cut down there. That's pretty tough stuff. Now, thinking about it, I want that one to be all the way over there, and then this one to be the adjuster, so I can grab it and then pull it back. So, get another one of these. Yeah, this is working out alright. It's working out. I'm just threading another cap head T-nut. thread another T-nut, and I'm just going to push that over there. It's very difficult, especially with it teetering on the edge here like this. Right, it's not easy. Need more weight on the back. Yeah, more weight. Right. Try to hold it still while you turn it. It's trouble if you make a big one. It's not going to be nice. As in, everyone's difficult. Right, so I'm sideways on. I'm going to push that all the way up because I want the maximum amount of run on here. So that's all the way up. Just make sure the belt's under enough. Seems to be. Right, I'm going to tighten that up now. Oh, made a silly mistake because I haven't gone under the wheel. Forgot to go under the wheel. But I'll undo this side anyway and rethread it. Got to do this end first. The one with the less amount of space, you need to tighten that up first. Okay, so there's my belt. Right, I'm going to undo this one now. Didn't go too crazy with it, hopefully. It's hard work. Right, so pull the belt out. Right, it's got to go under this one. Under this wheel. Up and over. That's not easy. My fingers, big fingers. Right. Okay. That goes around there and under. So awkward. Right. The wheel's floating at the minute. It's just free floating, so it can find its wherever it wants to sit when it rolls. Right, now I've got to push this back under this thing, if it can go under. Oh, tell you what. Oh, everything's awkward. Alright, so I need to put that back and then be able to tighten it up a little bit so I can then tension it. Very awkward. And you drop stuff everywhere, you need 20 pairs of hands. Yeah, if you've got the money, just buy one. If you can afford a laser, just buy it. It's a lot less trouble. Right, so I've got that there. I need my long nose pliers to grab the end of the belt. Right, so I've got the end of the belt in the pliers. I need to tug it while I tighten it. That's it, so tighten it there, and it's spinning under the belt, just lovely. Okay, I don't know how tight to go, so I'm just going to go as tight as I think. Right, just make sure it switches off. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how tight to go, so I'm just gonna hold it as tight as I can and then tighten it. Alright, I've gone as tight as I can without going nuts. I don't want to go too tight. Actually, too tight is not good because it's going to pull the stepper motor over, isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to go too tight. That's probably... yeah, it's only plastic, don't forget. So I'll keep it like that for now. Alright, so I'm just about to tighten it a little bit. Okay, hopefully this one's right. That's tight as it goes. Shall I do this one? That's as tight as it goes, right. Okay. Alright. So that's one side done. That's quite tight though. It is tight and it's not as free flowing, it feels too tight. But it's not supposed to be pushed by the middle. Well, yeah, it's still good if you try and push it one end because the other end's free. So what I've got to do now is turn the whole thing round and do the other side now. This is not going to be easy. Alright, not going to be easy. Let's give it a go. I've got to do it in such a way because the weight has got to be moved across with me. So I'm going to take the counterbalance weight off a minute. Alright, I'm going to spin it around now. Here we go. It's a monstrous thing. Alright, oops, come off. Right, so you want the other end now. And I need to counterbalance it because it will... actually all the weight's that side, so it's not that bad. I'll just put that there for a counterbalance. Whew. Right, I'm gonna have a drink now. Whew. Right, same again. See how that wobbles now? It still move, but only if you push it from the middle. So I need to get another pulley wheel. I haven't tightened the pulley wheels up yet. Alright, where are the pulley wheels? There we are. Let's get another couple of pulley wheels out. So we've got a few extras in here, I don't know why. It's just we have. It'll be nice to see these running off the software, moving round. That's going to be such a smile going to go on my face when that happens, because so far it's just an inanimate object. Right, so let's try and... I think I drove over the belt. I'm in the right game here. What you don't want to do is drive over your own belt with your chair and ruin your teeth. Anyway, I think it's alright. Okay. So next we need to fasten it this end now. I've just noticed I've nicked one of the connections off this. One of the slots. I must have ran out of stuff, so I'll have to put that back in a bit. Anyway, let's get the next bit done. Ran out of flat flanged washers, so let's just pretend that's in there enough. Spin it round. Right, oh, it's okay, it needs to come back a bit. So about there. Very difficult. Okay. Alright, I'll tighten that up. It's about right, it's about in the right place, sort of, yeah. I can't see it. Can't actually see where the end of the belt is. Yeah, it's okay. Probably could do with... Yeah, it's okay. Right, that's the belt there, so I've got to cut it, so it's got to go underneath. Tell you what, let's just thread it underneath. Oh dear. Let's put the radio on. I don't like the deathly silence while I'm thinking. Let's put the radio on. Listen to something in the background. It helps. It's not supposed to be a labour of love, is it? It's not supposed to be a hobby, not a work. I can't wait to get this making its own covers. That'll be good. It'll make its own covers. Alright, that's that. Right, pulley wheel. Pulley wheel. Round over the pulley wheel and down under. Sit right there. Nothing on here, why not? Right, it's a pain in the ass. Oh, this is not. It's evil trying to twist you. I've got no room, see. Trying to twist round. I've got plenty of cable left if we do it this way. Plenty of this stuff left. Oh, that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Yeah, I put that on the wrong way around. Let's go the other way. That's better. We're okay. Right, let's just cut this down. Okay. Cut it, cut it. Yo, we cut it. Right, another one of these. Oh, it's warm in here. I think I need the fan on. Yeah, let's get the fan on. Fan on. Start the fans, please. Yeah. Start the fans, please. Start the fans, please. Right, I want to play that one day. Learn how to play that thing. Right, let's sort this out. It's going to go somewhere like this. Oh, labour of love. Okay. We're horizontal. Sort of level with that switch. Yeah. I can go back a bit if you like. Okay. Right, what's next? Tighten that up with the pliers a little bit.
Okay, doing a very good job with your really low dipole on the 9 meter. Running here also a diesel FD101 XP.
Okay. We're belted up on the y-axis. What's it like? Oh, what is happening there? See, that's a problem. Oh, it's come off the wheel, that's why. Alright, that's quite tight now. Anyway, it runs, but don't forget it'll be running unison. Right, now it's the other chain. So, how do we do this? Right, so we need right, oh yeah, we need to get to the back of it now. Yeah, so we're going to have to turn it round. This is going to be a bit of a problem because all the weight's going to be on the front. Turn it round. Oh, heavy, heavy. Heavy. Here's my brother. Right. 73. Got lots to do. Right. What is next? What is next? Pill time. Okay, so the next belt and pulley, this is the next belt. The pulley, now it's going to be a bit awkward, this pulley, because it's upside down. So I might have to just tighten that a little bit. Let's tighten this. Oh, that's not it. That's the one. Alright, so we're going to put this pulley on. So bring it over here so we can see it. And I'm going to put it on roughly. Alright, so put it on.
We'll have to, we're making it a bit more frequent. That's a good idea, Jacko. Let's look up again later. I wish you all the best, my friend. Thank you for calling. You've been
Right,
great.
put it on to stop it falling off. Right, so we want get the one end, one belt done. Now this belt can go through the carriage now. You can actually go through. So around there.
Hey up, John. Yeah, good evening, mate. We were spoke before, like we said. Lovely to work with John. And yeah, your tracking signal, you don't
Round and under. It's not going under, and it's going the wrong way around, that's why. The light's poor, I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. That goes through out the side of the carriage. Through this slot so you can pull it tight. If you can get it through.
Yeah, GM3 ZSH and 0 TRP. Yeah, the 710, mate, there's a new icon 7300.
Not easy.
At one time, you'd have a pile like this, and 80% of people would be on the 7300.
What's going on here?
Well, now they seem to be on the 710.
Oh, that's further in, that's why.
They took off well. Yeah, they took off really well. And I'm not holding. It's very, very good.
Ah, we're through. Right, we're through. So that's good. So I can get my little clamp on.
I don't know, 10 radios, maybe 15 radios over a year.
Not easy.
I've never known one of the receivers that was what the I wonder
If it was
what
easy, anyone could do it.
about 5
That's what I was told.
at the moment for a track drive, or we're looking about 9.
So it's really awkward.
I do use the Pro 7 Expert as well for the audio.
It's easy, anyone can do it.
It's a little bit of kick if you like, and it seems to do it well. The GM3 0 TRP.
Okay. So I've got a bit of belt stick in here. We'll leave that stuff in there, it doesn't seem to matter. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, that's one end up. That's the pulley wheel down. This needs lowering a little bit.
Yeah, okay, John. Well, thanks for calling again, mate. We'll be waiting again anyway. We'll roll forward to the next time.
Stop it
Mike
dragging.
Radio, Zulu Sierra, 750, Tango Radio Papa. 73, John, bye-bye. The hotel, stand by, mate. If you would, I'll bring you in next. There was a Papa Alpha station that I think was Papa Alpha. Go ahead. Hey, Eddie. Very good evening to you. We haven't spoken before, Eddie, I see. Back in May, Eddie. Middle of May, we spoke, 20th. So, lovely to hear you again. Name this time Tony, Tango Oscar November Yankee. And I'll give you a report on the next over, Eddie, over.
Right, okay. Looks alright. That's not too bad.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, so I need to get to the other end now. That's not going to be easy. Right, so I need to bring that up like that. Temporary, and let's spin the whole thing around now. Severing the cable. Right, here we go again for round 3. Round 3. Round 3. I don't know how I'm going to lift this into its final resting place. When I've finished, I might have to live here. Warm. Right, nearly there, nearly there. Right, so this cable over here. Let's get it all straight. We're not far away from watching this move. Very close to watching this move now.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Right.
I thought I recognised the voice. I did think I recognised the voice, but I wasn't 100%. I knew it was somewhere around there to it anyway. But yeah, nice to hear you, mate. Anyway, thank you for me this evening.
Found it. That's what I thought. Hadn't put enough T-nuts out then.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not quite that strong, but you're 5 and 9.
This one goes over here.
Put a little bit there to it, but
Put that in there. Turn it round with a screwdriver. If I can see it. This is quite possibly the craziest thing I've ever tried to make. Or the biggest. The biggest, I'll give it that. It's definitely the biggest. Right, so I've just got to pull this now, taut. I can't get it over here, I can't get the end number to get it. I can't grab it. How am I going to grab that? Let's pull it over here. Oh well, that'll do. Right, I'm going to tighten it. Here we go, last nut on the belt, so I'm going to hold it taut. I can't tell how far, so I'm just going to hold it as hand tight as I can get it without being crazily. Okay, all that's left to do now. Jumping the gun a bit here. All I need to do now is cut the cable to size. I'll leave a little bit off on. Okay, here we go. Yay! And we've got quite a bit left. So I don't know what we're going to do with this. Just round it up like that, put a tie over it. Yeah, we've got a bit left going on here. You get 5 metres when you buy the pulley kit. I think. Does it come with a pulley? Yeah. Comes with pulleys, I think. Well, I hope it does. I can't remember now. I'll have to look back through the orders. So I'm just winding it up. I'll put a cable tie over it. So I've got plenty of spare. If you ever want to make something else like a raising bed. A raisable bed or something. Oh, camera gantry or something to that effect.
Just after 10 o'clock, so not far, but I don't drink and drive, definitely not, certainly not worth it. Catch you later, mate.
Don't drink and drive.
Hotel, Mike 0, Tango, Romeo, Papa. Have a good evening, Stuart.
I'm just trying to get this to contain it before it unravels everywhere again. Right, I'll keep it tight. Keep it as tight as we can. That'll do. Right, I'll put that away. Right, so we've got all the cables on. And what we haven't got is we haven't centered this yet. We haven't tightened that into position. So I'm just going to tighten that. That might be a problem there, trying to tighten it. It needs to grab hold of one of the clips. That's a big problem. You need to get it onto one of the key. Oh, it's alright. I can actually see the keyway or the flat side of the spindle from here. So all I've got to do is move it around a bit. Yeah, the spindle's staying where it is. There's a flat. I've got to get the flat into a position where one of the nuts is on it. Right, I think that's about it there. Right, let's give that a go.
Well, yeah.
It should have centres itself by now. I've not done this before, by the way.
It's alright having all these parametric settings and that, but you know, you've got like 10,000 different combinations you can have.
I'm not sure if it's going into the groove or not. Fiddly job. Dead fiddly, you can't get the Allen key in.
It's not really a plug and play radio anymore, is it? It's not like an icon or a Kenwood, you can take it straight out of the box, plug it in and
Where's the flat?
I mean, you can get
Where's the flat there?
but you have to tailor it to your voice to get the best out of it anyway.
Right, the flat is on top. And unfortunately I haven't got... It's difficult. Should have put that on first, really. Yeah, the whole spindle. I suppose what we need to do is power it up and lock the spindle in position. That's what we ought to do. Right, let's power it up. So to power it up we need USB lead. What have we done with that? What have I done with the USB lead? What's in there? No. What have I done with that? Here it is. No, that's the damaged one, the dodgy one.
Yeah, okay there guys, I was waiting, mate. Yeah, just like it's been all
Is that it? There it is.
Yeah,
No, that's not the one, that's the dodgy one. So this isn't the dodgy one, this is the good one. It's alright, I thought it was longer than that, but no it isn't. Right, let's take the shaky cam off. Okay. Yeah, plug in the USB. Well, the problem is now, when I move it to do the other one, I've got to unplug everything again. Shit. Tell you what, not sure how to do this. Tell you what, I'm just going to tighten it up where it is. might not be on the flat, but at least it'll be tight.
I've got a mobile station that I'll send you first. I'm going to QRT as well. I will take you through it, but I'll take a mobile station first, please, over. You're a bit too fast for me. I'll ask you November scope, golf, something. I missed the rest of it, I'm afraid, over.
Quite loose, these are. Just tightening the pulley wheels onto this stepper motor shaft. There is a flat on it, but I can't seem to line it up, so I'll just try it by... Just tight. There's two screws on. So I can fasten it. It's quite loose. Not even tightening yet. I haven't got enough room to spin it. And it's dead fiddly trying to hold onto this tiny little Allen key. Right, it's just starting to tighten now. Okay, there's another one somewhere. Here it is. Oh, that's going to be... I'm going to spin it up because that's going to take forever. So before I just kick it up, I'll have to hold it by the middle and move it somewhere where I can let it go and then start from there. Right, let's give it the last bit of tightening. Okay, a little bit more. Alright, so that one's done. That's tight now. Now I need to move the whole thing around somehow to tighten the other two. Right, this is going to be awkward. Right, let's see if I spring it around again. Now I've got to have the back facing us. The back's got to face us, so the USB lead will reach the computer. That's okay there. That's alright. Right, so we've got to tighten this pulley now. It's set. I'll just spin this up. I promise you we'll have some good stuff going on in a minute once I finish tightening these pulley cables. We'll get this manoeuvre around. It's going to be hopefully, I won't say impressive, but should be, but the drag chains might need tweaking or stabilising to stop them locking up. Which I can't really tell by pushing it manually. Once it's in gear, let's see what happens to it. Okay, and now it's just a matter of tightening. I've already done it. Oh, we seem to be already tight. I think we're nearly there. Yeah, we're okay. Right, so the belts are tight. The drag chain. Actually, you can see the panel lighting up. It's feeding back through the panel, the voltages. So that's a good sign. And then also the other way isn't. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Right, we're ready. We're almost ready to try it. So what I've got to do now is I've got to turn it round one more time facing this way so I can get to everything. I'm not going to fire a laser up or nothing like that. Not on purpose anyway. Not knowingly. Right, it's still very top heavy now, so I'm going to have to counterbalance it. The table's not bigger. So I'll counterbalance it. Put all this stuff on the end. Keep that away. Right. Okay. So we can go ahead and switch it on in a minute. That's the air assist nozzle, so we'll get it hooked up to the power now. Okay. Let's get it hooked up to the power. You won't believe it. The cable got trapped under the chair. Can you believe it? Mad, isn't it? If you said, give me £1 million and make that cable get trapped under that leg, you would never get it done in a million years. No chance. Just put that there. There. Right. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Now I've got to find somewhere to plug it in. Sort of know where. Oh, there's a spare socket down here. I've got metal. Still got metal bits all over the place. Right, let's get this plugged in. It's not easy when everything is in there. Right, we've got mains power is going in now. It's got to be plugged in. Here we go. Right, now plug in the USB. Shall we switch it on? Let's switch it on. So switch it on, it started lighting up. Plug in the USB. Right, we've got the USB on the go. And it's locked itself in, which is a good sign. Right, next, run some software. Let's run some software up. Gonna run this one for now. Laser Engraver. We're just running. Alright, let's bring it up over here. Right, Laser Engraver. Here's your desktop. Here's a Laser Engraver. Now, right, well, I'll put you back onto screen a minute. Right, let's see if we can get this to move, shall we? Should we see if we can get it to move? Right, here we go. Right, I'm going to connect. Right, it's connected. I've no idea what's going to happen. Let's do small increments to start with. Right, here we go. Oh, it moved! Let's do bigger increments. I knew I'd get a smile on my face. Hang on. Ooh. That didn't actually move then. It stalled. Well, did it stall? Let me try again. Alright, let's try the other one. Let's go on to bigger increments. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. It's moving. Alright, it's moving, but there's no limit this side. It's the limit's the other side. So, I've gone to the minus, haven't I? So that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Yeah, the X. Let's go forward. Well, that's working pretty well, the X. Let's try the Y again. I heard a buzz then, like a stalled condition. I wonder what is going on. Stalled condition. Why would it stall, I wonder? Maybe too much for it. Too much for it, maybe. Too tight. One of the stepper motors was tighter than the others without power. Alright, let's try again. It is moving. How can I get to jog? So I'm going up the screen. Yeah, it's going the wrong way. Why is it going the wrong way? I thought I'd sorted that out. Ah, you know what I've done? I've worked out the pulley wheel direction, and it's the opposite way. You've got to turn it the opposite way to make it go the way you want to go. It's obvious now, isn't it? So that if the pulley wheel's going clockwise, it doesn't move this way, it moves the carriage that way. So I've literally got to just do some swapping of cables. Right. How do I swap the cables? Wanted to see if it would move for now. If I've got to swap cable, I've got to swap cable. What I want to do is see if I can get it to do something. Oh, is this the speed? There's a speed control. Let me just try jogging. Speed. I go too fast. Where's it going? It's going the opposite way I want to go. How do I go bigger jumps?
Okay then, John, we'll catch you later, mate, and hopefully he'll carry on with the good work, over. Yeah, 73, mate. Cheers, bye-bye. I think there was a G3 station there calling ahead.
It's moving.
Yeah, Golf 3, X-ray, Delta Sierra, Mike 0,
Oh,
Tango
that's the
Radio.
wrong way.
Very good evening, sir. Thank you for the call. As you say, the name is Tony.
It's a bit of a beast, to say the least. So what we need to do is run some square on it, really. Right, so there's a square framing on low power framing on. Laser for focusing. Laser. No. Move down left corner. Move to centre of the frame. What's that going to do? Oh. Set 0 point. Okay, how can I get it to do something? I'll tell you what, how do we get to do something? Load up some code. I'm trying this one for now, 'cause it's just easier, it's got a better UI for getting the job done.
Okay, well, over to you anyway. Well, I think we spoke before. I think it might be on 2 pieces. I never keep them on for 2 pieces.
Does speed do anything? Oh, it struggles then. It starts buzzing. The speed's too much for it. I heard it buzz then. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work out what these stepper motors. Might need more. Might need bigger stepper motors, you know. Does it at low speed? Okay. It buzzes because it's using the same controller to power 2 of them.
Yeah, 73 base, alright. Was there a Victor Alpha Bravo station calling, over? No, nothing there. QRZ, please. Anybody else?
Right, so I need to load some G-code. Let's create a bit of G-code. Right. Let's create a little bit of G-code to get it to do a square or something. So, what's it doing now? Loading. Right, we're just going to get it to load. SketchUp. Let's create some G-code. Can we... Tell you what about if we just give it some G-code we've already got? Let's find some G-code. Open a file. It doesn't like... I don't think it likes my... Oh, G-code files. Right, okay. Let's tell you what, let's give it this actual bracket. CNC carriage. Carriage, stepper motor. Let's try that one, if that's the right one. Oh, there it is. Right. We're going to have to jog it away from where it is though first. No, it's going to have to come back. No. What's it doing? Is it moving? I can't tell if it's moving or not. It is moving. Right.
And the antenna in the track dipole up at about 9 meters high, and the radio is the SCBA.
What happened to the light? I thought I turned the light on. Right, so I don't quite know. Is it burning? Smells something. No, it's not doing anything. Is it even working? No. What's this? Reset it.
It certainly is, 830 kilometres, yeah. It's,
Abort during cycle, unlock it.
I'm not surprised by it, he's dying. I'm dying.
Oh, that worked then.
Never mind you.
So I did that, that's it. Must have got locked up or something. So this is what happens now.
Second house or something like that, right? Because I say 3 years ago when we spoke, you was on the.
Do you know what I've done? I took the aluminium off here and put this limit in here, but I forgot that it needs to hold this up. Yeah, I need to put that back. I had a bit of aluminium holding it up, so I need to put that back if I can. Not that one. Is it that one? No, none of these. I've used the aluminium up that I had it was holding. I took it off and put this one on, and I forgot why it was there holding that up. So, yeah, I need to. Oh, yeah, needs to hold that up. Right, I need to find a way of doing that. Let's have a look.
If I managed to get you on the radio again, it would be a bonus, but you've got to get your priorities right, mate. Look after your wife or whoever else with you, and you know, just enjoy yourself, mate. That's the main thing.
Yeah, but I messed it up a bit. Tell you what, how about these? I took a bracket off that I needed. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I'll have to put that back. Find a little T-nut. Find a little T-nut. Just I've got to drive a little bit later on. I have to go out about 10 o'clock, so unfortunately I'm not going to be doing Thanks for the chat. I'll keep the key down. Juliet Mike X-ray, I believe, over. Some kind of... Yeah, that will do. Alright, so I'll put that like that, fasten it through there. Fasten it through there. Yeah, I need to put this bracket back, so I replaced my limit bracket with a new bracket. I'd forgotten what the bracket was doing two things. It was doing two things, not just one, and I forgot. So I'm going to have to just put that back there. And that will just stop it dipping. Oh, that's not going to do it. It's going to need a nut on the back as well. Just the thing's too long for the... needs a nut, spacing it out. Or a washer. Try a washer. Let's try a washer. Find a washer.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I am sorry to hear that, but you know, at least it's send your day to memorial to her, and yeah, that is nice, Barry. That is nice, mate. And, yeah, it's a lovely rig. It is a lovely rig. They still make them. They still make them, and not Barry, the nice hand silver.
I use a nut. I'll just put a nut on it as a spacer. I've run out of smaller M5 cap head screws, so I just put a nut on it to be a washer. The V slot is not deep enough for this one by the time it tightens up. I'll try and put it here. I think there might be enough just to put it here.
But it don't matter what band I go on, mate. I always carry it, but well, never mind. I've got the best filter in the world on the top of this radio. Where it says on off. That gets us all the noise, mate. That does. Yeah, very good, Barry. Very good. Well, they are a nice radio, mate. They're lovely. I did see one for sale once in Radio World. I don't know if it's still anything else. They had a 5,000 and a 9,000. And yeah, hell of a radio to look at.
It's tightened up, but it's not gone enough.
You know, really, really nice. In fact,
Let's try again.
The count was 990, I think. I mean, that's a big radio. The count was 990, but I think the 9,000 might be a little bit bigger than that. But yeah, it's a beautiful radio, mate. And it sounds nice. It does sound very nice, Barry, as well. I didn't think he'd still made them, but I wasn't 100% certain. I would look the best on it.
Okay.
I certainly would be gambled on it.
This is all live, by the way.
It's
all live, this is.
I know they don't do the 5,000 anymore, and even
Okay, maybe that'll stop it, because when it comes back it starts to sag, and then it kinks and it locks the thing up. Right, let's try it again. Right, that moved okay. Ah, real progress now, yeah. See if it can go a bit faster. Oh, it buzzed then. I heard it buzz. Didn't like that. I think I might have to go. If I want to go fast, I might have to go to bigger stepper motors. But to be fair, it's there's a lot going on with this drag chain with all that stuffed in it. It's probably a bit too much for it, for these small NEMA 17 stepper motors. Right, let's get it somewhere in the middle where we can manoeuvre. I don't know if the limits work at the minute. Right, we'll do that. I'll move it over this way a bit. And I'll see what it's like to cut this pattern. Right, I'm going to set the 0. Okay, so I've set 0. So I've got this one of these stepper motor plastics G code. Now it's for milling, not for laser, so there's no laser on off signal. But I'll give it a go. Right, here we go. How do you run it? There. So Gerbil unlock. How do you run it? Reset. How do you run code? So there's the code. Oh, you play it. Run the program. Oh, smoke! Smoke! Quick! Oh, we got smoke! Oh, it stinks. Something's on fire. Hey, the laser's kicked in. My curtain's on fire. Hold on a second.
No problems at all. He was spoke a couple of times in the past, Gary. Sonny Bridley took it, you say, did Sonny?
The laser shouldn't be coming on. I've got a hole in my curtain.
We've had it a bit wet, mate, down in Derbyshire over.
Let's set the fire alarm off on that. What is the laser doing on?
That's right, mate, that's right. I think it's the same all over the world, to be quite honest.
Nah, it's not laser, it must be something else. Something must have burned. I think it's the motor, but why would it burn a hole in the curtain?
Okay, Gary, I'm going to keep it short, mate, if you don't mind. Loads of states are still calling, and lots of talking together.
Right, let's just stop this a minute.
I'll give it to us probably about 9 o'clock, and then I'll call it an evening, over.
I think we've done enough for one day. Oh, that is... oh dear, I don't know what's going on. Stinks of smoke in here. Alright, give me a second, I'm going to open the window, let some smoke out. Back in a minute. Well, we're back. Smells of burn curtain. There's no laser control on it. Why would the laser start up? It doesn't smell. It smells like burnt out wire. Right, we can unplug the software a minute. Why would running a router G-code do weird things with the laser? Anyway, I'll turn this around and have a look at it. Find out what is set afire. No, we did a trial and it set fire. God. I burnt a curtain. I don't know how it burnt the curtain. How the hell did we burn a curtain? That's weird. Very strange. There's nothing warm, there's nothing melted.
Remember talking to you about 4 meters. Does that jog your memory?
So could it be fired up? The belt's intact, there's no signs of melting or burning.
Yeah, okay there, Barry.
Cable is good, there's no melting on the
I'll
cable.
keep it short, mate, if you don't mind, anyway. And yeah, it's 11 years this week, mate.
So if the laser fired up and it bounced on here, go over to there, but why would it go back to the curtain? I don't get it. Anyway, I've set fire to the curtain. I don't know how. That is weird. So I'm going to disconnect the laser output. I don't get it. So it went down there, the laser's not aligned, so I didn't get that far. To come out of the laser. I don't know, we bounced off something. Shouldn't be laser on. There shouldn't have been any laser on. I don't quite get that. That is strange. Very strange. I've no idea. No idea. So I burnt a hole in the curtain, but the laser shouldn't have come on. There's no connection between the pulse width modulation and the laser. Got to ask GPT. Ask ChatGPT. See what why it thinks that went on. Right. While testing my custom laser CNC with no link between pulse width modulation output to PSU laser pulse width modulation input while jogging to test Earth's motors. My room curtain set on fire in the shape of a 2p coin. All I was doing was running a CNC router G-code as a test. Any idea why I did not see the laser fire up, yet the curtain is burnt, and closer inspection of the stepper motor Closer inspection of the stepper motor and wiring shows everything normal. I am using a mini Girdle V3.1. That is a serious and dangerous incident. Glad you're okay. Based on your description, seems like your laser did fire despite the pulse width modulation control line not being connected. This should never happen. Let's break down what might have caused this. Possible cause of uncontrolled laser firing. Laser PSU default behavior. Laser safe failure. Actually, I did see a blue light on. I did see a blue light on. Let me just... maybe that's why it was on. Right, let's... right, let's go on to this bookmark. I've got a bookmark for the Mini Girdle V3. Pinouts. Right, so the LED that lit up, laser on LED. Maybe that's why I saw it on. Yeah, motor on. I saw a laser on LED. That explains it then. I saw a blue LED lit on the Mini Girdle V3. Here's what is likely means it has related to laser. Mini Girdle blue LED meaning one on the Mini Girdle V3 board. The blue LED typically indicates pulse width modulation. Laser spindle activity, i.e. the controller is actively sending it to the laser PSU. So if the blue LED was on, the Mini Girdle was commanding the laser to fire. Your G-code include laser spindle activation commands, and Mini Girdle interpret those as output, even if the actual pulse width modulator line it wasn't connected properly to the laser. Let's piece it all together. Likely sequence of events. You loaded and ran a CNC Router G-code file not designed for laser mode. The code included something like start spindle at full power. Yeah. Mini Girdle interpreted M3 as laser on. Interpreted S1000 as 100% laser power, depending on the maximum spindle speed configure. Activated pulse width modulation output, which you saw as a blue LED lighting up. Because your pulse width wire wasn't connected or was floating, your laser PSU might have seen this as an on signal, especially if the PSU was weak, no pull down, or uses active high logic, or straight EMI from pulse width modulation output. Steppers might have induced enough voltage to trigger the laser momentarily. The laser fired without a visible light. Some blue or infrared lasers can do burn your curtain. Shit. Always disconnect the laser PSU during testing, especially with new G-code. Add a 10k pull down resistor on the pulse width modulation input. Your laser PSU, keep it low when unconnected. Mini Girdle settings to check. Connect to the board using serial terminal line. Enter $. Look at 32 equals must be laser mode enabled. Max spindle speed. Ensure sets to match your G-code. And M3 commands behave like spindle commands. G-code cleanup. Use laser compatible G-code or generate your own using Lightbird. Do not use router G-code for laser unless you are absolutely sure it won't send power commands. The incident could have caused serious injury going forward. Use laser related safety goggles. Keep flammables far away. Add a physical interlock or emergency cut-off switch. The blue LED turn on means Mini Gerbil believed it should fire the laser, so the controller did what it was told based the actual laser firing despite the line being disconnected indicates either the PSU input was floating or susceptible to interference, or the wire was partially connected or had a shared ground path that completed a circuit unintentionally. I can review your wiring diagram and G-code to give you a safer setup. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, that's dangerous. Very dangerous. Shit. Oh, I'll tell you what. I can go back and review the video footage. I'll do that. That's what we'll do. Anyway, I'll call it a day there. I'm going to investigate why this laser came on. Yes, I've got no stop circuit, but there's no wire on it. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm going to look back at the footage, see if I can see it. Alright then, that's going to be it for now. So we got it moving. He set fire to the curtain. Laser came on, even though what I should have done is just not wired it. Should have not wired it at all this end, because it's got no chance of firing, has it? No chance of firing. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go and do some more investigating. So anyway, we'll catch you on the next one. So that was where are we? That was partial bring down almost. Anyway, that's a funny one. That's a real funny one. Alright then, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.
This constitutes all available data. That information is not available.
Then you will remain silent until further instructed.
Confirmed.
If you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't have asked the question.
Rack, what are your limits?
They have not yet been defined. My knowledge is virtually infinite. My secondary ability is to logically process that knowledge and make accurate predictions.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.